We've caught up with Brett Crawford here at Cranji. Now, you'll be wondering, Brett Crawford doesn't have a runner here, so what actually is he doing out at Singapore? And obviously the big race meetings lured you here.
Oh, Grant, I think racing today it's become very international, and I do feel that in these times you need to travel around and learn and get to see places that you've never been to before. So it's my first trip here. Been very impressed by what I've seen. Going to be having a good look at the tracks tomorrow, and just for my own insight to know what if ever things come around, where possible avenues are to send horses, because prize money is very good, especially on a day like today. So I feel if you got the stock good enough, it's something you definitely have to explore.
Well, talking about good stock, we know that you do have some good stock. You've got quite a few Group 1 winners. You've enjoyed a really good season. Let's talk about a horse like Jackson. Now, you've seen the final field here for the Cup race. How would he suit in? And I think these races like this, carrying $3 million worth of prize money, would certainly be an invitation for him.
Oh, look, I think Grant, he in my opinion is a horse that would hold his own anyway. And I think, there's a lot of horses in South Africa in the same boat as him. I just feel that, our quarantine regulations are quite difficult, but hopefully we're going to overcome that this month with the EU visiting us. And that'll make life a lot easier for a lot of us. And I think that there would be a lot of interest in looking to put horses in foreign places overseas if we were to overcome that, because, the bottom line is we've got the stock that can compete.
If Singapore were to open the doors and South African horses were able to come and travel freely, don't you think that'll bolster their ownership ranks tremendously?
I have no doubt it would. I mean, the prize money is very attractive, and the bottom line is just to get them here in the shortest time possible to help the horses. So it's definitely something that hopefully we can overcome.
The one thing that's obviously patently obvious, racing attracts people all around the world, all the way around the world. If you think of the Dubai World Cup, you think of the Hong Kong international races. Now this festival here seems to be growing, and everybody from around the world has really spoken very highly of it.
No, definitely, Grant. It's my first visit here, and I think that's the key. You've got to get out and see these places to actually to get a bit of knowledge and learn what happens in the world. Just from a training aspect and from how things are done across the world. So for me, it's fantastic, it's exciting, and looking forward to the next venue.
The question I have to ask: you've seen a couple of races here. You were racing on Friday night. You've seen the first race here today. In terms of the type of horse that comes here, it looks like it has to be a specific type of horse to a degree.
Grant, I would think, to be quite frank, I think you need a pretty sound and a pretty tough horse, because the conditions here, it's very warm here, and I think that the tracks are not that forgiving. So I would think you would need quite a tough soldier to be able to bring out here a nice sound horse.
All in all, if you were to sum up your experience here in Singapore for the first time?
No, it's been fantastic. Really enjoyed it, and looking forward to the feature races to come.